Oh boy, I'm back. Walking away from the truck, walking into the bush. Got my sled behind me today, bunch of gear in it. Gonna be building up our bushcraft shelter, sleeping in a bedroll, cooking some good food over a fire. Just having a good time. It's been a while since I've made a video, so I figured, well, might as well get out and see what I can make happen. So we're gonna go to the shelter that I made last year. It's been a long while, a whole year now, and see if we can add on to it. Got some ideas. I might kind of take it down and rebuild it better. Might just build onto it the way it is. Maybe put some walls up. The goal is to make it a little bit bigger to have more people there, so we can do you know, fishing trips and whatnot in the summertime and have multiple people. So that's the goal. But yeah, I got a trek ahead of me. Snow's not too deep. I was thinking it might be really bad out here, but like usual, the trees kind of keep it from covering the trail too much, and gets a little bit of sun, so you know, got maybe 5 or 6 inches, but nothing too bad. So I'm gonna get moving here, get on down to the river, and then start hiking along, get up to our spot, and get after it. All right, the first minor challenge is be getting that sled down there. Let's see what I can do here. It's not a huge deal for me to get down, it's just that sled. Whoop. All right, there we go. Let's hope I don't find too many ice shelves like that with water in them. Sometimes the river will freeze. When it does its initial freeze, the edges kind of freeze, and then all the waters from the mountain stop flowing as much because there's less spring water coming down, and then the river level drops and it'll freeze again below. You'll have a sheet of ice, air, and a sheet of ice. And if you fall through that, it's not ideal. But let's get this down. Just want to avoid this big jagged rock here, crashing the sled. Yellow. Check this out. That's a turd. Probably a little coyote or something. There's a lot of coyotes, wolves, and foxes around here. A lot of wolves. I think I've seen a wolf, but I couldn't guarantee it was so far away. And I've seen the odd fox. So while they're out here, there's very few tracks on the river. They don't usually make themselves known. I'm gonna have a fire going all night, so I'm not too worried about it. We made it where I normally come up from the river there. Now we got this, which with this sled is gonna be really difficult. Straight up there. Oh. Whew. Gotta get sweat on. Let's probably the axe back down so we can chop the hole in the ice to have a water supply. If you melt snow, you get a pot of like a liter pot, and you pack it down and melt it, you might only get like 300 mils, or like a third of a pot of water out of it, and it takes like 5 times longer to melt in the pot. You get a bunch of smuts in it from the ground, like all the bark and leaves and whatever, needles. So if I just dig one hole here in the ice, it'll give me a spot to come down over and over again, fill my water bottle up. If I just boil that or filter that water, it'll be way less time. I can also filter, that's the thing. If you boil water, like snow, you can only boil it, so it's always hot. I have a water filter, so if I just get clean water, you don't have to melt it, nothing, just throw it in the filter, start drinking it, so it's instant. So that's why I'm doing it. Some people like to melt snow, that's fine too. But this is my style. I think it makes a lot more sense. So just gonna axe a hole in the ice. ran into something here. I'm already down 12 inches. Haven't even touched the water yet, and there's still, I can see it. There's way more ice. What we're gonna do, something a little different. We're gonna actually find a shelf where it's more sketchy ice, but thin ice already. But right there is a shelf. Looks like there could be water. All right, okay, I found what I wanted. Just hit some water. So this shelf here, that's what I'm on. Water's only about 4 inches below that. So I'm gonna see if I can chop it. Definitely good enough. Get some water out to drink. Well, long time no see for this place, hey? Look at that. How's she doing after a year? I'd say it stood up pretty darn well, to be honest. The wall I built. Got a bunch of firewood cut, that's awesome. All right, there's a few things I want to do here. So the list is gonna have redoing my shelter possibly, but to start I'm gonna raise the bed and redo the bed so they're going all that way, because right now I got just major gaps because they're all 6-inch logs. And you have a 6-inch log and a 6-inch log. This gap here, super uncomfortable. So we're gonna fix that, raise it up, do it nice, and then we're gonna maybe, depending what the space is like, close this in a little bit, because right now there's so much space in the back of this thing. When a fire's going at night, all the heat kind of goes to the back. There's a lot of wasted space. And then behind you, there's just a big open area that I haven't walled off yet. And I'm gonna build a wall here. I don't know the orientation yet. It's good to be out. First video in a while. It's not gonna be a smooth sailing, I'm sure, as far as the quality goes, but we'll figure it out and we'll get through it and have a good time while we're messing around. So yeah, build this bed up. All right, got everything unpacked around me. Getting the wax canvas jacket on because keeps the wood chips from getting all over my fleeces and wools and whatnot. Be a lot more comfortable throughout the day if I just wear this will shut off. And then I got wax canvas pants too, so we're in good shape there. It's gonna be a great time, honestly. I'm excited. So let's get moving around. Find a bunch of dead trees. I got a bunch I cut last time actually behind the shelter here, which we can use. First things first, I'm gonna actually disassemble this bed. Huh. Got a plan. Battery died. I was saying I'm gonna lash the bottom here and then lash 2 more on the top. So it'd be 3 high total. And then with that, I'm gonna fit it in there and then start putting them across. So you'll see, it won't take long, ideally, and then we'll have the bed done, build the wall, build a fire, make some food. Once there's a lot of weight on it, it's not moving around, won't be a big deal. Lash the 4 corners and then get the other straights on. All right, so we got her dialed in, so each corner is good. So now what we're gonna do is actually get the axe here, measure with the axe, 1 full axe length for pieces of wood to go this way, and go all the way down. Like I was saying last time I was here a while ago, I cut all this good wood, so that's gonna be actually used. I'll probably use a lot of the smaller ones, to be honest, from this guy. I'll have to get trimmed up first, so trim them all, cut them to length, and then throw them in the bed. here's the idea. Putting them like this and organizing them for thickness to make sure we have a nice even-ish laying area. We're gonna need a couple more, but that's actually pretty good. Then we're gonna organize them. Obviously thick ones with thick ones down at the feet because it needs less flex. It's actually looking pretty darn all right, all things considered here. Okay, let's get a few more. Now, and trim all the ends up nice. Then I'll get stakes in each corner, like that. Just hold everything kind of in place. It's not doing much there, but whatever. It's something, I guess. Before you get too carried away though, test her out. Oh, actually that's quite nice, honestly. Oh yeah. And there's no real points in my back or butt or thighs anywhere. That's nice, that worked out well. Definitely worth doing all that cleaning up when they're longer, makes it a lot easier. That's sweet. Awesome. I can see it from this angle, then from just looking at it though, it's slanting all this way and to that corner. So I need to raise up that corner a good bit and this one a little bit, and that'll level it all out. But overall it's pretty darn decent. That's sweet. Trimming up these isn't necessary, but it'll make it nice for when I do sit on here. Just have a little bit more uniformity, that's all. Yeah, now it's just uniform for your knees there. That's a problem, child. A little bit better transition there. That was a little bit of tweaking, but my air pad will help a ton. I'll go around and get these little nicks out. But being on in a bedroll too, my air pad's not gonna be right on the wood, so it can have a little bit more bramble and not pop it, which is nice. I have an idea also for that wall. Make a firewood wall again, same as this concept. So that's all gonna be firewood. There'll be a couple things. It's a wall, firewood supply, so it's all kind of working together. And then if we don't like it there in the future, just burn it all up or move it. And the wall's not permanent, so we can always play around with it, which is nice. But this wall is nice because you can actually put a tarp over it, like it's structural. You can join it wherever you want. And then this might probably stay open. I might do a little bit of a firewood pile, but nothing crazy. It's nice having one open area, that's for sure. So I'm gonna get after it and start getting some trees fell for firewood, and then chop that up, get it kind of stacked there. And I'm also gonna get a bunch of trees for tonight for fire, so we're not burning up our wall. And yeah, and then make some food. I'm getting a little hungry, not too bad. I ate breakfast, it's probably about 3 o'clock now, so we're getting there. That's gonna be the wall right there. This won't be enough, I don't think, but it'll be a good start. Then I'll get some more for a cooking fire, for fire tonight, because like I say, wool blankets -10 and need a big fire. thing. That is not an efficient way to build a wall, but I think it's kind of neat. I actually like the look of it and everything. So big old firewood wall. Just put a few more things in there. Bed's looking awesome. I'm loving that. I did shim up this with a little piece down there. So I have to shim up this corner here and probably shim up that one even more. But it's looking all right. Now I'm going to actually start a fire here and let it burn down while I'm messing around getting some more firewood. Because I'm going to get enough firewood to have a long fire for a full night, just in case I start to get cold. And then get enough fire to finish this, enough wood, sorry, to finish this, enough wood to fill that, and then more wood if I'm filling up to it for tomorrow night. If I stay out tomorrow night, who knows. But it's great that I brought the chainsaw because it makes life way easier. I did a bunch of stuff to my shoulder a while ago, and yeah, need the chainsaw. So that's good. But there's a few real big trees that I couldn't get with a handsaw I can probably get today. Some like monsters up there, dead, just swinging in the wind. They gotta be 50 feet tall. These things are huge. But anywho, start a fire. Got some fire start material. So what we're gonna do actually is get some split pieces of wood, split them down. This is the best way to do it if you don't have necessarily tinder in your area. Everything's kind of full of snow, and old man's beard doesn't work as well as people think it does. So old man beard is that green stuff on there. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. Just splitting this down to a bunch of pieces. Should be enough, hopefully. The only knife I have is a Leatherman. I forgot any other bush knife, so that's what we're working with here to make some feather sticks. A bunch of those. Gonna keep them in a nice area. That might actually work. There we go. Get that. Get a bunch of this dry stuff as a base. We're not starting our fire on the wet ground. I should be able to get those to light, I think. I'm feeling confident. Fire's going there. Just gonna let it burn down while we get some trees here. Got my eyes on some of them. We'll see if we can get them. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all dead. Quite large at the base. These ones I couldn't get with the handsaw. So a good time to get them now. Gotta be really smart. I'm out here alone. Gotta follow them be very smart. Anyway, but I'll get a line and then chop them down. Oh, that fell like right exactly where I wanted it to. When my wife watches this, she's not going to be happy. She's an arborist and she hates the way I fell trees. But you can't argue with the results. It fell exactly where I wanted it to. Check this out. That little V was my target, and it is exactly in line with that V. It dodged this huge poplar here. It dodged the spruce on that side and fell straight. Didn't get hung up on anything. Look at that. I got a little bit too far on this side. Like I aimed the face too far this way. So I just cut out that part of the hinge. The rest of the hinge is still here. You guys are also probably thinking I did it wrong, and maybe I did. That's totally fine, but fell where I wanted it to. I didn't get hurt, and it went down easy. So I'm gonna start bucking this thing up. This is gonna be some work now. This is like 14-inch tree. So getting a few pieces, start hauling them to camp. Okay, I just started a lot of work for myself. Batteries keep on dying on me. But anyway, there is no winning. This is the second battery in 3 minutes. My plan now is going to be to throw a pot over the fire to get some water boiling, and then go to the river and fill up a water filter and filter it into my 2 bottles, because they're pretty much, this one's going to be empty once I fill up the pot. This one is empty. Then fill those up and fill the filter up. I should have water all night that way. I'm also getting rained on kind of by all the snow on the back of these things. So I might put up a tarp on the inside of this and yeah, start having more fun. I'm getting wet. Not cool. Some of you might be wondering what the chain's for. What's that? Let me show you. I'm gonna bring the old tripod over. There we go. Like that. Make it way higher if I can. So give me that. And then I can grab my pot, hook it, put the lid on to keep the schmutz out. Fit. It. Just like that. Bam. Bam pow. She's windy at the river. All my tracks are fully covered. I'm really hoping this isn't frozen too bad. Oh yeah, well. Oh yeah. Nice and cold. Wish I made a hole big enough for my water bottle to fit down into, but there's no way of that. So it'd be slow going and freezing my hands while I do it here. Wow. I'm gonna use this bottle to fill up if I can. Hands are frozen. Holy. Oh boy. That wasn't ideal. Not so smooth. Well, my fingers hurt so bad right now. Got really bad circulation apparently. Just so painful, like the blood coming back to them. Whew. Added the rest of the blue bottle to that. So it's empty now. I'll get a little more water boiling. I'm gonna make some tea and then cut up all the firewood, which will be good. And then that's my supply for the night. I don't think I'm gonna do a fire all night. Maybe, but I don't think so. It should be warm enough. It's so nice out here. But I will have a bunch of stuff ready to start a fire if I get cold, that's for sure. So anyway, let my fingers warm up and make some tea. Oh, update. Tea is made. I'm gonna drink some of that. Might pull the old pipe out. Look at that crazy here. Pipe and a tea bud. Yeah. Got some Sir Walter Raleigh, whatever. Call it Raleigh pipe tobacco. Old pipe. Old buddy Brandon got me this for my wedding. So that is awesome. And old buddy Bubba, maybe this little pipe tamper, a little blacksmith action. Leaf end and a tamping end. Very nice. Well, I got some news. The battery bank I brought looks to be dead. This battery is going to go for another 10 minutes maybe 15, and that's it. So I might actually end up not doing an overnight here, which sucks. Yep, that was the last of that battery. I got one more that's wouldn't work before, so it might work. This one might have a couple minutes on it anyway. Kind of blows. Yeah, the battery bank's dead and it was full charged, so I don't know what happened, but won't be able to get much more footage. This might be it, which kind of brutal. I just put this up to keep me dry. Who knows, I might spend the night, I might not. I wanted to make a video, overnight video, so this is kind of a really unfortunate turn of events. But yeah, it's not the worst thing. I mean, definitely what I'll do before I go, nonetheless, is I would get this wood all bucked up, build that wall, and then maybe make some food and then head out, kind of thing. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed today. It's been a good day. It's been good to get away from everything into the bush, so that's nice. But yeah, really unfortunate. Hello. Well, the batteries keep on dying. I found this one. Looks like it has a bit of a charge, but I don't know. Anyway, my plan, I'm gonna make this food. Got some ham on. Gonna buck up that wood, stack it up, and then probably just head out of here actually tonight. I don't know. Kind of things aren't going my way right now, which is the way it goes. Wanted to make an overnight video, but a day trip video is just as good. All right, starting to pack up a little bit here. Got some ham made. Do a little taste test on camera, see if it dies. It looks really good. Really hot. Awesome. Maybe gotta get some food in me. Wrap this up. Finishing eating here. Got the wall up. Yeah, it's hard for you to see. Hold on, I got a light. That is the wall. That is the bed. Sorry for the weird video. I'm gonna cut it off here though. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.